Now I want to move on to a part of the study which is representing the HR perspective. And as I said to you, what we were able to do is at exactly the same time in the marketplace, use exactly the same question set, and then tabulate the results and do a comparison between the workforce results and the HR professional results. So before I do that, just a basic question. By show of hands, how many people think that HR professionals are more optimistic in their outlook around senior leaders? And how many are less? So what did we find? When it came to trust in leaders and what leaders say, Canadian employees, broadly speaking, 39% said they trust their leaders and what they say. Interestingly, HR professionals, though, 50%. Let's take a look at confidence in the senior leaders that run the businesses. Generally speaking, Canadian employees, 44% of them have confidence in the senior leadership in their workplace. What was the perspective from HR? Full 10 points higher. And last, and this was also interesting, we asked Canadian employees broadly based if they understand the relationship between their objectives and the objectives of the organizations in which they work. Broadly speaking, 66% of Canadian workforce employees said yes, they do. They get the connection. HR professionals, however, 80%. So across the Canadian landscape and across virtually every question in the study, when we did the comparison, HR professionals have a much higher level of optimism than does the employee base. So we've got our own hypothesis about what that might be, but we actually would like your ideas. And I will tell you that as we've been doing this particular tour and we ask this question in different cities, we're getting different results depending on the city. If you could take a few moments and send us an email and give us your thoughts on these three questions. Why do you think HR professionals are more optimistic and have more confidence in their leaders than does the general workforce? Number two, is there anything that we can say in the report that might be helpful to you to help position HR professionals against the senior teams that they work with and the role that you can play in building a better workplace? And the last is also just any thoughts you have on what senior leaders in your organizations could do better that would set you up for success. What can leaders do? What can they do differently that would set you up for success? If you've got any thoughts around that, again, we'd welcome that and can include that in the report.